It's that time again for some more analysis or replays. We're going to be following Nemesis in the Jungle, played by Alarm Clock this time round. Let's have a little look at how this one's going to play out. Let's have a little discussion with him first of all. He goes 1, 7, and 9, currently in plat 4. How do you think I played? I did well in the early game, but late game everything fell apart. I don't think I was there. I needed to be as a jungler, and I don't think I used my ult effectively. As with the games you struggle with, being where I needed to be, using my ult effectively. As with the game you feel comfortable with, early game aggression, early farm. Okay, cool. So we'll try and look through and see what mistakes you make in this game, and see if we can correct any obvious issues in this one. Speed through the very, very start. So killable targets for you, Zhong. Number 1 is definitely Zhong Kui. Number 2, Tears are an effective one for you to try and hurt. At the same time, so is Arachne. The slows are effective. Buffs get brought down nice and easily. We wander into lane and we start the farm. Good poke. Everything's fine so far. It's nice when the early game goes kind of as standard. Always just be careful of an invade from an Arachne as well. There's a lot of invades coming out these days. People start to realise how strong they actually are in ranked games. Like the rotation away from there now. You should be able to get pressure onto mid lane, force him back. He knows you're coming now. Just wait for the wave. Good decision to wait for the wave. I think he killed himself. Yes, he killed himself. That was a good play from Zhong Kui as well. But good decision overall. If he's going to portal himself randomly like that, that's first blood. And that's an easy one for you. Got back harpies. Could have potentially stayed mid first of all before going backs, just because you gave presence to Arachne instead in the lane, and you lost some creeps for that. Probably would have stayed for that wave. It would have been a bit more effective for you. Should have stayed for the next wave there too, as you can see he's in mid lane right now. And then come for the back harpies. Do we need to base here? Really? Why are we basing? I don't think we need to base. We're level 5. I guess you want to get back here in time. I don't think this is good enough time though to be basing right now. Because by the time you bought items, try and get back. Mid camp's already going to be up, so you gave up lane presence for Zhong Kui, and you also going to be late for the mid harpies. Just stop now, just to show you. This is where the mid harpies have spawned, and you're not here in time. That was a bad base, honestly, overall. I don't think you needed to base there. You should have stayed. You had ultimate available, and all you went back for was boots. We'll watch the fight. Who did we ult there? I missed who we ulted. I'll watch it again. It should be a kill still. Right, you can't really focus her. She's in the sky here. Just zone Giannis out from the fight. That's what you should be looking to do here. She's going to chase under them whatever you do. I probably would have. Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily. Oh, you might be able to kill her actually. The slow was too good. Oh, you're going to get her. Nice. Rip. Oh, good job. Get out now. Live for the dream. Kill the spiders. Alright, you hogged them. So far, so good. Your game's not been too bad. I just don't agree with... It's not worth staying. Good job. I just don't agree with your decision to go back to base when you did. But in doing so, it set you up. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. You could have been back. And Chuck would have still been doing these. I know you had the experience and stuff, so it's not too bad. Now you're going to have to base now. What we're doing. Oh, I don't know about all that waiting, buddy. I know you want to wait around for your speed buff spawning now as well. Back harpies, speed. Is that the game plan? Or drop red, leave speed up. Be very careful leaving your speed up just because you can get invaded on. Speed up, run, speed up, run, speed up, run. Over to your speed. It's not been too much to talk about really during the early stages for mistakes that I've really seen you make. Apart from maybe just wait for those bid harpies, I think I would have just based. Because you could have just stayed out a lot longer. You would have had boots anyway, with how much gold you got from that engagement. Right, so you're looking to support Nem in this engagement. Who's your focus on here? Who are you looking to try and disengage from the fight? Who's killable in this situation right now? And who's not killable is what you should be looking at. You've gone for a Rackers, and that worked out okay, and you should still be able to kill him with ult. If you ult this, he's dead. I'd ult this. Should have ulted earlier. And that's why he's going to get out. If you ult earlier, you're going to force his ult earlier, which means he's going to be further away from the portal. That's just such a small thing, but it did make a big difference. God, that sound. But if you ulted the moment you could here, then he's going to be slowed. If he uses his immunity frames to get himself closer to the wall, he'll get there, but he's still going to be out of immunity by the time he gets to that area. So you would still be able to go aggressive and pick him up, probably, instead of being able to portal straight through. You could have potentially got a pick there. You might still be able to get him, though, but... No, you won't. Rotate around the back. You could... Oh, he recalled. That's fine. There's nothing up in the jungle. You should know that now. What should you be looking to do here? Probably farm a wave in mid, but mid's already gone. Back harpies, right-hand harpies are spawning, or left-hand harpies on the minimap. Back harpies, and then... Mid harpies? Could have gone mid harpies here. We gave up mid harpies for free, looking for a gank opportunity when we've not got ult. So far, so good in this game. You're kind of wandering a little now. You're wandering quite a lot. I don't like this wander that you did. We're really looking for kills here? I guess we are. Did you give tower aggro to Zhong? You got out anyway.
I'll use your powers again.
The ultimate wasn't terrible there, honestly. It was okay, but... I wouldn't have chased this. You're not going to get it. You could have just taken red buff. The jukes are real. Good slow. Dash, no mana. Okay, this whole play... Let's just bring you back alive again. This whole play is really random. I'm not sure if I like it. Where are you? Let's find you. It's quite relaxing on this. But, after these back harpies... We'll just see when they're done. 6:25. Next bit of experience gain. And we should still be looking for experience here. You seen the loops that we're doing? We're not doing anything. We're just existing, roaming. Like a minute. I'm classing it as a minute because you turn up to the fight and get some golden experience from this, but it's about a minute worth of you not really farming. But mainly fighting. Is there a reason to fight? Is your ultimate up? Could you be getting farmed? Nemesis is much stronger. I know your team guessing want to fight here. Now the dive! I just need to watch this through again because I think you drop aggro. Oh, you never get aggro anyway. Okay, you get slowed. That makes sense now. Would have been better for you to tank that just because you got dash to get back out again. And Jean could have just sat in there and killed more. Once the dive goes through, I don't know what this bit is. This is kind of like a little wander. I don't know what the wander is. You wander, then you turn back up for the fight. She was really close to death. You've got the dash there, but the freeze has screwed you. You're not going to catch her now. And then it should just be leave. Leave now. Go towards Shaq and get out of here. That's what I'll be looking to do. Instead, you try and juke abilities, eat abilities, and go down. Not a big mistake, but I think you could have farmed more. I mean, what did you really get out of that? An assist? I don't think you got a kill. You got like one assist. So back harpies again. Blue buff's going to come up first, but farm the left side there. I like the decision to farm there. It's good. Farm the left hand side is a good idea. Go back for blue. Good. Maybe speed. Oh, speed's not, but you can go mid instead then for now. Cool. Your farming's better now. You just drop concentration for a minute. Don't forget about mid camps. Don't forget about mid camps. They put you so far ahead. So far ahead. Go, we get mids. Our speed's back up. Our speed's up. Our speed's up. I'm trying to gank a tear here. It's a tear. It's a tear on the tower. It's a tear on the tower. It's a tear on the tower. That was the weirdest gank. You trying to gank a tier on the tower, who's going to have Lawbringer? I mean, I know you can push this out because Golf Fury's down. Uh-oh. This whole fight was just weird. Weird decision. Just leave! Just leave. Okay, so what you can see from that play there, honestly, is I would have, honestly, from my personal point of view, is look to just pick up the speed buff. Ganking a tier on the tower is almost impossible. It's not an easy thing in the world to do, to try and gank a tier on the tower. It's not worth the time and effort that you're putting into it, in all fairness. Because even if you do kill him, what you're going to get? Maybe tier 1 tower, but then the rotations came through anyway and you didn't really pick anything up. I would have just gone for the speed. Now your speed's being invaded on, you might lose it. You do lose your speed. So was that gank really worthwhile? It wasn't. You could potentially kill her. I like the ultimate there, you had to ult. Try and save your shield for when Giannis is coming, or for when he goes for power cleave. You're giving up a couple of kills for free now. You're fighting more than you're farming, and it's hurting you. It's hurting you a lot. Good rotation for the farm here. Beads online, Yota's online, so your build's fine. And there's a fight in mid. Right, let's see what happens in the fight in mid now. The wall off is good there from them. You ult Ymir, and then you go on who? Why are we fighting Ymir still? I don't mind you ulting Ymir because it steals his protections, but you don't have to kill him. You should be trying to look for another target. Arachne's killable, but you're on full cooldown now. It's just a bad fight from the team, honestly. They're grouping up better than us. The Ymir bait is OP. The Ymir bait is OP. So, we're 14-9. How are we sat in this game so far? Let's have a look. 1-4-4. It's not going the best for you. Look at your farm though. Your farm at the moment, you're behind. You're ahead of Neef. You're behind Chuck a little bit. You're behind Zhong, but Zhong's got all the kills. You've been involved in a lot of the Zhong kills, in fairness. So, even though you look like you're 1-4, you're not playing that badly right now. You just could be going better for you. I'm not sure what to suggest, really, what you need to be doing. I think it's just farming more than anything else. You seem to just go for these crazy rotations and just hang around a little bit too long. So you're kind of like ball watching all the time. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? An engagement? Okay. Don't keep chasing that, it's already dead. It's already dead. There's loads of ghosts waiting for him when he lands. Don't be scared to use your beads. No more chasing now. Mid harpies, mid harpies. Stop fighting. You're over fighting. Over fighting and under farming. That's your biggest issue so far in this game. Just checking out the replay again just to see what else you said on it. 26 minutes, because at the moment you've not played badly and you do go 1-7-9, which means I feel like all you're doing is fighting alarm clock and you're not getting the farm on enough. Why do you say you struggled? Early game rotations are fine. Being where I need to be using my ult effectively. I think your comment about being where you need to be is all about farm. That's what you need to be, is looking at the farm earlier on. I think in fights you're not doing too bad. You're prioritizing targets okay. Don't be scared to use your ult mode though during the early game. Just to shred protections and try and put some pressure on. Don't forget to slow as well. Just ult that. Just ult that. That's a free kill. That's a free kill if you just ult it straight away. Ult it. Ult it. Should have ulted earlier. Your ultimate. Let's just check in and read the abilities, okay? The debuff for 5 seconds. You're buffed for 8 seconds. The movement speed is reduced as well. 50% of the protection, well, it's not 50% right now, it's rank 3. So it's 40% of the protections, and you'll take 40% of the current HP off. Why not just ult straight away? He ain't going to get away then. Ymir's very slow anyway. You do get the kill, but it should have been cleaner, it should have been quicker. If you're going to go for an engagement, just ult that crap straight away. Especially when it's a tanky target. Yeah, you kind of wander a little bit too much. Should know mid-harpies are coming up soon. I've not seen many wards come out of you yet. How many wards have you actually placed? Let's just have a quick check on this. Wards placed. 3, okay. Ignore me. 3 wards is fine. You know, there's a fight going on over here. You've not got ultimate available right now. Don't dash. Don't dash. No need for the dash. There's no need for the dash. Now because you use your dash, if he's got leap up, he can get out. And if the teammates reinforce, you can't dash after him anymore. Your skill usage was bad there. Your skill usage is what got you killed in this engagement. And I'll show you why. Now when you get to this fight, okay, Anher's pathing options are pretty simple. You should be able to see the map at the same time. Zhong's on his way over, at the same time as you're on his way over. So Anher versus Neither, after that leap, he's got no escapes now, so all he can do is walk, which means he's going to be walking next to a Zhong. Zhong's going to be there before you, and Zhong can use card. Cards are slow. You don't need to use dash. Dash was not needed. And now because you use that dash, he's able to just keep putting the pressure on, just keep walking away rather, back towards his teammates who are coming for support, and then you're going to pay the iron price for it. Because if you had dashed, you could have repositioned yourself. It's kind of a simplistic game, this one on Alarm Clock, honestly. There's not too much to talk about. It's just basically down to your decisions to farm over your decisions to go aggressive. And when you are going aggressive, your skill usage in the fights is what's hurting you a little bit. I'll watch one more fight and just see how it goes, because at the moment it's just slipping away from you now. We've got one more death, so... Picked up wards where we're going to put them. Big wave of experience. See, we just ignored a whole wave of experience in mid lane here. Are we really going to go over and join this fight when it's 4v... What is it? 4v2? It's not really worth rotating over for this fight. It's just better to farm up mid lane. Because Neef's not coming, Sylvanas is miles away. And it's 4 of them over there. I don't think I would have gone there. I would have just gone for the mid farm. He's just trying to support Chuck and turn a fight. The ultimate on Tyr was okay-ish, I guess. But there wasn't much else from that I could really see that needed to be changed. We're diving too deep here as a team. This isn't just your fault, it's the team's fault. We're diving deep with no minions. I don't know what the game plan is. You're not going to get a Phoenix here. Uh-oh. Good ward, a good check of their speed. Your speed's up, go drop it, cool. I'll watch that fight back, I missed that one. Super fast mode, too fast. Right, so, you turn up to the fight. What do we see? 3 members all grouped together, you ult Ymir, slow Ymir, you're still focusing Ymir. Why do we care about Ymir? He's zoned out of the fight. Giannis, damage dealers, damage dealers, damage dealers, not tanks. This fight is a total mess. I don't think you know what you're doing, really. Right, we'll watch from here in slower motion. So we're going on Giannis. Giannis disengages. We turn round. We focus Arachne. Arachne focus is good here. Such a messy fight. The dash wasn't bad then, actually. The dash was really good. I like the dash. Shield wasn't really needed. What damage were you looking for? I don't know what damage you were expecting from shield. Now you're out of mana. You just need to disengage this now. Your bees as well. I guess you were expecting a Fearless coming through. We shouldn't be here anymore. We shouldn't even be in this fight. We should be leaving. Okay, I'm going to stop the replay there. Going forward, what I want you to do with this one was kind of a weird replay, to be honest, just because there wasn't that much to really talk about other than farming on your rotations have got to improve. It wasn't that good. It should have been looking for the farm more than anything else. You're kind of sporadically fighting and wasting time when you should be farming more, I feel. Your ultimates weren't too bad. You said you felt like your ultimates weren't good, but hitting you, maybe your ultimate just steal all its protections, but don't be scared to just use it on the target that you're planning on killing as well. I mean, when you highlight on this bit here, I can just bring it up. You highlight over Divine Judgment here. Look at how much HP it takes off. 50% of current, 30% of current. So if they're at 100% HP, say they've got 1,000 health, you're going to deal 300 damage with that. So it's a percentage amount. So even if they're full health and you ult them, you're chunking off a big amount already. If they're at half HP, well, you're chunking off a little bit less, but you understand my reason behind it. Don't be scared to use the ultimate on the target you're going to go on. It's fine to do so. Just make sure you try and stick to that target, unless it's your main you see them for protections for the fight going forward. Rotation-wise, you look like you ganked every single lane possible. Your early game was very, very good. You need to work on your mid game, though. Mid game is what let you down this time round. And some of the kills and deaths that you've got in this, sorry, some of the deaths you've got in this game, I can forgive because of the fact that you've on one death, and your one death is actually okay. Because 9 of those assists are down to you. Like, all 9 of them are down to you, and you actually were a big part in helping Jean-Qui set up for those as well. So good luck in your future games, Alarm Clock. I want to see, though, that you work harder on picking up farm. Prioritize farm on Nemesis. Because if you don't, and you don't get those kills, which you didn't, then you end up falling behind if the enemy jungler does.